Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. M2D Spiteful, back with another video for my channel, and this video is going to be a love letter to everybody that's been supporting my channel. This video is also going to be a video addressing my extended hiatus from the channel. This video is also going to be a video discussing some updates and also discussing some different topics that I wanted to touch on. A lot of things have been going on behind the scenes of this channel that warrant some explanation as to why I was gone for so long. So, okay, first things first, let's address the extended hiatus. So, to start, back in November 2019, just before the New Year's, I think I mentioned in one of my videos, or maybe two of my videos, it was probably one video from Modern Warfare, and in another video, and I think it was the last video that I put out, I think that was probably some gameplay of me doing, what was it? Titanfall 2. Yeah, Titanfall 2. I made mention that I was going to take a little bit of a hiatus because the holidays were coming up. I mean, a slew of holidays. We're talking about Thanksgiving was coming up. On top of that was my best friend's birthday was coming up. And in respects to that, we did kind of lump those two together. On top of those two, Christmas was going to be coming up after, and then after that it was going to be the New Year's. So a lot of things have happened in between the last video, Titanfall 2 gameplay, and now. So let's start here. When I shot Titanfall 2 and I was done shooting Titanfall 2, during that time I was having a lot of different health issues. I believe I was going through some high blood pressure. Somewhere in there, I think I was suffering from high cholesterol. On top of that, I had a lot of really debilitating symptoms that I needed to get identified and linked to something. I knew that there was something not right about my health. I mean, I was going to the restroom frequently. My vision was starting to get blurry. I was getting tingling in my fingers and in my toes. Sometimes I would sit in a specific way and then my legs would fall asleep, and it's not just the leg that I'm sitting on improperly, but the other leg would fall asleep as well, and I would have that sensation in your feet where it feels like you're walking on pins and needles. And that was a cause of concern. So eventually, when I had the time available, I made an appointment to go and see a doctor in December. This was after the Thanksgiving holiday. Get myself checked out. So I went to the doctor, and they drew some blood, and they sent my blood in to the lab to get analyzed. And when my labs came back, I get a phone call from my doctor, and this was early in the morning. I'm just waking up. As a matter of fact, I was waking up to his phone call, and I didn't get a chance to answer the phone in time, so he left me a voicemail. So I pick up my phone, give him a call, and didn't get an answer, so I accessed my voicemail box and I listened to it, and my doctor's like, "Hey Cam, so we got your lab back, and I want you to know right now that your blood sugars are extremely high. He was talking about an A1C and all of that, and he was talking about my symptoms and how a lot of those symptoms that I was having correlates and is consistent with someone with type 2 diabetes. So I made a follow-up appointment to go and see him in person, and he sat me down and he was like, hey, so I'm not going to beat around the bush. You are definitely type 2 diabetic. Now, if you want to save your vision, if you want to save your limbs, if you want to save your kidney, if you want to save your life, you're going to have to make a lot of lifestyle changes. And a lot of those decisions that you make, I hope that you take my advice and lead a more active lifestyle. So, with that bombshell being dropped on me, I didn't really have the motivation to want to put out videos. So, instead of putting out videos and instead of gaming, I decided to make a little call to action for myself. So I just buckled down and went to go and get a gym membership. I'm currently right now on pills to control my blood sugar, and it'll probably be like that for the rest of my life unless I can somehow reverse this. And in order for me to reverse this condition of diabetes, it's going to require a lot of work. It's not to say that I can't reverse it. I've done my research on it, and a lot of the research that I've done has a lot of people with testimonials explaining that they were able to turn that around. So, kind of holding on to that. So, that's where I've been lately. I've been at the gym 3 times a week. I've been following a more active lifestyle. So instead of sitting in front of the computer and playing video games, I'm actually out doing some shopping or, just keeping myself moving, basically. So there's that. Here's another thing that I wanted to touch on. For those of you on the outside of this entire YouTube channel and outside of my life in gaming, who have been very supportive, I wanted to make a big shout out to all of you for being my support, being my crutch. You guys have really offered a lot of really great advice. You guys have been very supportive, not only to me physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. So I wanted to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. I thank all of you. I'm not going to name anyone by names, being that this is a public forum. So for the security and protection of them, we'll leave that little space to be filled in by you, the audience. So there's that. Updates. Let's talk about updates. So I am going to get back into video gaming, but it's not going to be at a frequent, consistent pace as it used to be. Obviously, this being my gaming channel, it is going to need some content, so I will drop some content here and there. The biggest focus right now is my health and the different things that I have going on outside of this channel. So that'll be the focus. So that's a little bit of an update there. I'm thinking that maybe the next video that I'll shoot is probably going to be like a part 2 to Titanfall 2. Wanted to continue that game and take you guys on a ride with me into that adventure. Somewhere possibly in the future, being that my channel was heavily focused on Tom Clancy's The Division 1, and then I think sometime later I added in some content for Tom Clancy's The Division 2. That platform will still be there for me to make content off of as well. So look forward to some videos on the Division 1 and the Division 2. More so the Division 2, because new content just dropped for the Division 2, I believe. A expansion just came out for that. I believe it's called the Warlords of New York. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that content is going to focus around extra narrative and story that's involved with the lore of everything that's going on in Tom Clancy's The Division Part 2. Another update. After doing that content, I do believe that I may want to dip my toes into something like the Resident Evil 2 remake. Maybe even put out a couple of, shenanigan videos of me just farting around in Street Fighter 5 or something like that. So look forward to that content as well. Lastly, and these are just ancillary topics that I did want to touch on. So this particular topic is something that I wanted to discuss, and maybe it's something that's not for this channel, but since I'm here, I'm just going to bring it up anyway. And that topic is mental health. You guys, there is more going on out there than just your physical health and everything that surrounds that. You also have to worry about your mental health as well. There's people in my life right now, and I can name a couple, but I'm not going to name people by name. But, these are people that I care very, very deeply about that are going through some serious mental health issues currently, whether it's with general anxiety disorder, PTSD. You know what? I just want to say, you guys, you are not alone. If you ever need an ear to talk into, my ears are available. If you feel that you have absolutely nowhere to go, no one to talk to, my ears are available for you. So just reach out to me and talk to me. I may not understand what you're going through, but at least I am someone that can be your outlet. So if you need to talk, I am always going to be available. And that goes for everybody in the audience that's watching this. You guys, take it seriously. Mental health disabilities and issues are and is a real thing. It's not something that's made up. I mean, there's people that I've witnessed myself personally going through all of these issues right now, and then there's those people out there that just dismiss it because they think that it's something that you can easily get over. It's not. And I may not be a person that's going through it, or I may be a person that's going through it, but this isn't something that's fabricated. People have to take this kind of stuff seriously. Look at everything that's going on in our world right now. And I really didn't want to touch on this topic because I'm not the type of person that would want to touch on this topic. But there are those people out there right now that is going through this, that needs a voice to say it for them because they can't say it themselves. So I'm just going to say it right now. People, wake up. Pay attention. And that would be that. So I'm going to go on ahead and wrap up this video. I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say in this video here. So if you guys are clamoring for some content to come in the future, hang tight. There will be some more content coming. And on top of that, again, for everybody that is in my life right now, that's really lifting me up and really showing support for the things that I'm doing for myself to get myself better. Thank you guys so much for being there. Absolutely from the bottom of my heart. Actually, one more thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to send I wanted to send a shout out to everyone in the TEF clan. The TEF clan is actually the clan that I run with in regards to the Division Part 1 and Part 2. So I am a part of that clan. And being that this channel was pretty much built on the content of the Division in the first place, I thought it would be fitting to go on ahead and send those shouts out to Roadwind 22, Oceans 11, Blitz, Faboom, M2D Chaotic Vixen, M2D Draco, M2D GhostX 132, who else? Pain, Arcole, and I believe who is it? Crash. So shouts out to you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you for being there for me as well. You know, not only are you guys my brothers and sisters or whatnot inside of the game, but you know, outside of the world of gaming, you guys are pretty much set in stone family as well. Extended family. Oh, also Puffy Cat and Glitch. I wanted to send a shout out to them as well. They're not part of the TEF clan, but they are friends of mine in this gaming world as well. So big shouts out to them and the support they've shown for me as well throughout this journey. So let's go on ahead and wrap it up. We'll see you guys in the future. More videos coming soon, as I stated earlier. So everyone, have a great night, and we'll see you next time. M2D out.